Still's hot, I don't blame him. And now James and Hansis and Bro. Hansis gave somebody a shove. Spencer's over there. Ronnie's hot too. And now Burton's out. Cowell's out. They're all out. In this situation, I do feel bad for a referee because, like I say, he called what he thought was the 5-minute infraction on Sidey, and certainly nothing he did caused it to break out. Hansis drops the gloves. He's going with Spencer now, just like that. Hansis the lefty, tagged Spencer with a couple of them, and now Spencer reaches over, and the linesmen are in there. Ronnie really upset the linesman, slapping at Hansis. Well, that's no way to break one up. The linesman just thrown away as he spun around, and unfortunately, he may be hurt. Hansis firing shots, and now the linesman jumps Ron Hansis. Well, the videotape will show that. Now everybody's in there. This game, control is gone, and it's not the referee's fault. But I'm sure Nick Polano's going to want that videotape. A linesman jumped a player. Ronnie Hansis was in an altercation, and now Ronnie's got a linesman down. I don't know if he knows it's a linesman. I'll tell you, Ronnie was trying to get away, and he was moving his skates, and the linesman was not thrown by Ronnie, but he went flying. He had his arms around Ronnie's waist, and he actually went flying, and he was mad. And I think when he got up, he flung his helmet, and he came back into the battle. Maybe the linesman's a barroom brawler, because he certainly came in there, and now Berg just pulled over the linesman. I think the linesman's bleeding. Well, Ronnie Hansis is really hot. And now James has Spencer. Well, they're going to be players tossed out. James just threw a punch at Spencer. Players are going to be tossed out, I'm sure. Burton has Bro tied up. Hansis looking around, wanting to get back in it. Sure, trying to calm him down. Well, get another page for the stat sheet because we're going to need it. All at 17-12. Still on the clock. An amazing display. All of a sudden, Hansis and Spencer, talking to each other, decided to go. And Hansis threw it, looked like the first couple of punches. Spencer then seemed to get more of the edge, and then Hansis seemed to be throwing him, and you couldn't tell who was getting hit, how, where, and how often. Hansis is a lefty. Didn't look like he fooled Spencer on that first couple of shots, but I've seen Ronnie throw him before with a left hand, and I'll tell you what. He really can throw him. The scoreboard, whoever's doing that, is not really helping things. He put on there, Roberto Duran, pay attention. So at least he likes it. But that's kind of tacky. Maybe Bush is a better word. Hansis and Spencer look like they still want to go at it. How do you call penalties in this? That linesman is just having a rough night. Now Slinger is holding on to him. The Blades players cannot manhandle the linesman either. But the linesman started. Ronnie Hansis and a spectator almost. Some crazy fan who should be tossed out of the building, but security just now coming in. And that fan is about 15 rows up right now. Somebody should point him out and get him tossed out of the building. And I'm going to watch him right now. That's how strongly I feel about it. I can see where he's sitting. And if somebody can make a note of where he's sitting, someone should get him tossed out of the game. Won't be too hard to find. He's the player, or he's the person that went about 50 miles an hour trying to run up the stands. Well, it's too bad. I like to see people like that tossed out. Tough enough game to play without somebody putting their hand over the glass and trying to get at a player. I haven't seen Ronnie Hansis this upset in a long time, so whatever was going on there went on, and in a hurry, in a display of tempers. And we'll wait and see what's going to happen. Everyone in the building is standing up. Now Ireland said something to Hansis. Ronnie said something back. When's it going to end? Who's in and who's out of the game? I might have a lot of people doing color commentary before the night's over. Pierre Aubry never got back out on the ice after he was cut. And I'm not sure whether it's a serious cut or not. He did get the 5-minute penalty. But as long as you draw blood and it's a judgment call too, then it's going to be called. But how much? Bird now talking to the referee, the linesman coming in there. That linesman's going to have a tough time once that videotape is shown. No excuse for what he did. He actually jumped a player. jumped him. And if I'm exaggerating in any way, shape, or form, the videotape, and a game misconduct. 5 minutes of fighting, and a game misconduct. And let's see, Spencer must have gotten the same. Spencer gets 5, and a game misconduct. Well, Val James didn't get anything. And it looked like he threw a punch at Spencer when the linesman had come in there. While you hate to see players taken off the ice, in particular a very good player like... Back in the live action is Slager's backhander stopped by Ireland, and he covers it up. And there's a penalty coming up here. And it looked like Ireland may have flashed out at somebody. Brown is holding on to Slager. Just as we came back from a commercial break, the Blades had a break, and Slager got to the puck and came in from the nearest circle. There may have been a hooking penalty.